Absolutely. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. This is Painful X on this podcast. Let's do this roll call. I just want to cover this topic because there's some. I'm on Instagram and I see a lot of things, and it's very educational. And you hear me use the term lab rat a lot because there's always a conversation, and I'm all for empowering women. I'm with that, but if you have to step on the reputation of men to empower yourself, you are a useless unit. Shouldn't have to step on anybody to make yourself look good. And that's what happens in these chats. There's a lot of podcasts out there. You see men sitting down next to women and everyone has the mic up and women will say something and the man will say something. And the interesting thing will be the comment section. It's always the comment section, and you get the yes and the go girls, and it'll be a chick on there talking about I'm all about my paper, and a man has to cough up X amount of dollars to even look to me, and I don't do Starbucks, and I only do 5-star restaurants, and I'm this boss chick. Well, if you're a boss chick, real people, real men and women who are secure with their pockets and secure with themselves, it don't require much as far as finances is concerned to impress them, because they have what they need and they don't need anything from you. They are looking to see what you bring to them in their lives that pretty much has nothing to do with money. I'm not sure if a lot of you know that or not. Case in point, a woman that is self-sustained in her own bank account. She's driving what she wants to drive. She has A1 credit. She has her own home or whatever. A woman that's about her business and that's acquired all of that through her own hard work. She shouldn't be flabbergasted by no man with deep pockets, because she has her own already. So he has nothing that she needs. But if she wants to be a wife, she wants to see what he brings to the table, because she's not interested in his bag, because she has her own. A real woman with her own is not worried about exhausting a man's resources. That's just reality, and vice versa. No man cares about a chick that makes close to his amount of money or the same amount or more. He doesn't care, because he has his what? Own. So if he has his own, and you have your own, and he's trying to court you, it's damn sure not for your bread. He wants to know what you bring to the table as a wife. And what do I tell ladies? Any man that's attracted to you because of what you make, you need to head for the hills. Real boss chicks aren't concerned about getting a man that makes their money, makes the same amount of money as them. They want to know what can he produce as a husband. Because in reality, most boss chicks that I know, as it's defined, guess what? They don't like being bosses. They're bosses because they had to. They will want nothing more than to hang up their boss chick cape and cook and clean and just live off the fat of the land, take care of their husband while their husband takes care of everything else. Why? Because that's what men are supposed to do. Every boss chick that I do know in real life, you should hear the conversations I have. Oh, I'm so tired. And they're crying. But after they have their little, outbursts and cry about it, when it's done, they got to go to bed because they got to get up at 6 a.m. to do their job at 8. to take care of themselves. But trust me, women are not built to work like us. And I'm going to prove it to you. Because the boss chick title is actually a myth. You talk to real boss chicks, first of all, they're bosses because they have to be. But you ask them, they were like, yo, I would turn this away. And if I can get a man to take care of me and I'll take care of him, I would walk away from all of this in a heartbeat. Because they're not built to do what we do. Let's do this roll call so we can engage. I'm going to give y'all some facts here. Our sister Cameron Fields in the building. Salute. Hen Dog. Amina, salute. Mr. Shelton, yeah, I just grabbed that picture to make a point. Because boss, I'm going to show you why this picture is so. Paul Carrick, salute. My brother, how are you? Derek Gaines, the legend. Frank from the land. Rod Neal in the building. Aaron Butler. Jamal Robinson, salute. Melanin, salute. How are you? Todd Swindle, phenomenal Mexican, salute. So let's get to it. And I'm going to explain this picture. Just keep this picture in mind. I'm going to explain it. The boss chick is a myth. And it's been busted. It's become, Snacks B, salute. It's become just a fancy smancy thing to say. And I was tired of it when I first heard it. There's a lot of chicks that, Pete, what up? There's a lot of chicks that aren't living well and they're not living right, but they've assumed this persona of a boss chick. Let's define boss chick. I'm gonna pull up the definition. Boss chick. Definition. It's now okay. Boss chick definition. The term boss lady or girl boss can refer to a woman who's in control, confident, and successful, and who commands respect. Ambitious and successful woman, especially businesswoman or entrepreneur. What does it mean to be a boss chick? According to the Urban Dictionary, girl boss is a term used to describe a woman who is self-made, running their own business, and acting as their own boss. I have no problem with that if that's what you are. The difficulty is when you see these podcasts and these women are on there with their long fingernails and got their long fingernails and you know, their weaves. Hey, Hardy, salute, sis. Guess what? Majority of them are not like that. We'll play this video for y'all. Listen to this.
About 10 years ago, I was planning to host a women's conference in Atlanta. And I remember at the time I was following this woman on Instagram who, like, she just oozed fabulosity. Like, she was always wearing designer clothes, had the expensive handbags, was always wearing the red bottom shoes, was taking pictures in expensive restaurants. And I was like, I want her to speak at my conference because I want her to inspire women to level up their life. Well, I got a chance to call her and I was explaining my heart for the conference. And she said to me, Nona, I would love to do this, but I just got evicted from my apartment and I'm actually staying with a friend and sleeping on their couch. And I don't know where I'm going to be at by the time of your conference. Y'all, I was shook because that same morning, she posted a picture of herself standing in the middle of the street holding a Chanel bag showing off her red bottom shoes while she was sleeping on her friend's couch. And I realized in that moment that if we're not careful, we will end up comparing our reality to another person's fiction. And this is why I'm killing comparison, because too many of us are feeling like we don't measure up because the measuring stick that we're using isn't even real.
Now, did y'all hear all of that? I just didn't feel like pulling up my Instagram here. Did y'all get that? I didn't do anything. I didn't say anything. That was a grown woman. I can't deny or confirm if that is true or not. I'm just going off of what that sister said. And guess what? That's not the first time I've heard something like that. Jeff Spark, my brother, salute. That's not the first time I've heard something like that. That's not the first time I've seen something like that. This goes for the brothers too. Snoopy, what up? This goes for the brothers too. Right now, we're just talking about the ladies. Fellas, how many times you met a chick out and about and she's dressed nice, smells nice, whatever, and you do the gentleman thing. She says, you can come get me from my neighborhood, and you go to her neighborhood and the first 3 steps of her house is broke up. You're like, what the? Ladies, how many times you saw a woman posing in a nice dress and she has a nice figure? But here's the difficulty. She's posing in her house and you're in the kitchen and there's dishes in the sink. The counter's dirty. You see the shadow of a little kid somewhere running around. It's like, wait a minute. You should have just went outside and took this picture. Maybe outside don't look any better or worse than what your house looked like. How many times y'all seen things like this? Boss chick. It'll be those chicks that'll swear up and down. You're a boss. You're a boss. What do you do? What makes you a boss? I got my own business. Okay. What do? Hair. Okay. How much money do you make per year since you're a boss? Okay. What is your monthly income? What is your monthly outgo? Because let's say you make $10,000 a month. That's great. But if your outgo is $9,000 a month, you're only saving $1,000. Louis, what up? A lot of these people don't know how math works. Now, you heard what this sister said. She was on this chick's social media and she was posting pictures with all these bags or whatever. She wanted to empower women. Hey, I want to bring you in to uplift women. And normally when you call to bring people in, you got to pay them for their time. And she said, girl, I don't know where I'm going to be. I'm homeless now. I just got evicted and I'm sleeping on my friend's couch. What? You just uploaded a picture of you with a Chanel bag. Hey, man. Exactly, Melon and A1. All of those chicks on Kendra G's show, they're all business owners. They're all boss chicks. And usually the scenery that they're sitting in doesn't reflect it. What do you do for a living? It's usually in beauty. A lot of it is not health and wellness. And, look, I'm not going to, it just never matches. Maybe some of them are boss chicks based off the definition that I've read. But if everyone's a boss chick, let me read this. Male-female wage gap. I'm just going to read this. On average, women working full-time year-round are paid 84% of what men are paid. In other words, the typical woman working full-time would need to work from January 1st, 2023 until March 12th, 2024 to make what a typical man makes working full-time. But have you heard these women speak on what they do better than men? Mike, salute. You let them tell it, they're killing it. They're killing it in school. They're the most enrolled in. I mean, we've had this conversation before, man. But it keeps coming up, and I'm like, man, what are you not getting? This is so easy to Google. And I'm not making this a black man thing, because come to find out, white men are having the same issue. Women are enrolled in school. Some of them are getting degrees. But what happens when you get your degree? Unless you have a full ride through school from a full scholarship, what do we know? You graduate, you got this piece of paper, but hopefully you can get a job in your field, because guess what? You got almost 6 figures in college debt. How are you going to pay that off? Hopefully you're getting work in your field. Hopefully you're making 6 figures. Hopefully you can budget enough where you have some spending money and you have a good home and a vehicle and you're living the dream. Mark Wunderlich, salute. And then get mad where you're 5 years removed from school. Hopefully you're working in your field and you reach the top of it. It takes you about 5 years to reach top pay, whatever you're doing. Hopefully you have your debt under control. But listen, you heard what this lady said, right? I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. A lot of women don't know how to balance a checkbook. A lot of them don't. You know why? Realistically, you're supposed to learn that from your grandma. Because while grandpa was out grinding, who took care of the food bills and the light? Who was able to balance a checkbook? Grandma was. My grandmother used to do that for my grandfather. He made the money, and she said, this is for shopping, this is for the light bill, this is for the gas bill. And we can put some away for the kids, and maybe we can go on a vacation. My grandma did that. These women today don't do that. They're buying Chanel bags while getting evicted out of their apartments. You just heard it. You just heard it. I'm not making this up. Let me see, $100 wig? Or I can try and hustle to make up that $100 because rent due. Young Abel, salute. They will choose beauty 80% of the time because they have to look good. Hair and nails done. I'm not lying. I literally, a long time ago, had a chick ask to borrow $100 from me. And I'm like, damn, for you to be asking me, you must be in a bind. I'm like, what's the problem? Oh, well, rent due. And I'm $100 short and he ain't having it because she's the landlord. And for her to say that means she's been late a few times. So I said, well, I'll lend it to you. Waffle, salute. I'll lend it to you when I get to work. I used to work with her. Notice when I came to work, her hair and nails were done. And I'm like, And any of you that know, hair and nails, that's not cheap. I know she dropped $100 on her hair and nails, and it was fresh. So I'm like, WTF. But I ain't say nothing. Lent it to her. She gave it back, but what's your budget like, man? What are you doing? What are you doing? And that's another thing. These chicks expect men to pay for everything. I just told you in the beginning of the show, real boss chicks don't look for men to do anything like that. They look for you to offer just to make sure if you're a gentleman. If I'm calling you up and I'm courting you, I'm inviting you out. Let me make that decision. Yo, what do you like to eat? Seafood, regular, Chinese? Okay, I know a place. I'll come get you or I'll send you an Uber. Don't worry, I got this. And if she's a boss chick and she's respectful, she'll invite you out. How about that? Oh, wow, that's unheard of. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, I got some time. You want to go hang out Saturday night? I know this nice little bar. I know this nice little lounge. And she's dropping her credit card. And that's why is that unheard of? Why are these new boss chicks expecting men to drain their bank account? And y'all still in the dating phase. Real boss chicks don't do that. So we just read. There's a wage gap. So y'all killing it in school. Y'all are getting degrees. Why is there such a big wage gap then? The patriarchy? I thought y'all were killing it. Everything y'all do should supersede the patriarchy, right? Or is it that y'all not taking the jobs that we're taking? You see, while y'all are going to school and getting these big head degrees, you know what men are doing? Since there's a wage gap, a lot of men are getting trades. Do you want to spend 4+ years to get a degree that you might not use, or get a trade, become a computer engineer, learn software, learn how to build computers? You're more hands-on, electrician, plumbers, carpenters, painters. Those jobs never go out of style. People need them. Construction, people need them. Those are hands-on jobs that women do it, but most of them don't do it. If you tell a woman you can make $200,000 a year, but you're working in all kinds of weather, you're working in Alaska somewhere, a warm day is 22 degrees. You say, but you're going to be working at least 9 hours out there digging a hole somewhere, but you're going to make 200 racks. Or you can make 52,000 and you're working at the office. It's a flat 8-hour shift. All you're doing is taking phone calls and preparing paperwork and copying stuff and faxing and email. And that's all you're doing for 52. But we got both positions available. Now me, I know me. Give me that 200. 8 or 9 hours outside, I could take it. 200 racks, I could take it. I could take it. What do you think women will pick? What do you think they'll pick? I rest my case. I rest my case. So who's working smarter and who's working harder? You can go to school and Kofa, salute, man. No doubt, man. You was cooking, brother. You was cooking. That was a hell of a story. Damn, bro. But thank you for that. That's crazy. If y'all missed it, Kofa had a live stream. Listen, go to the bottom of the live stream and just let the brother cook, bro. Shorty had no business, bro. Man, oof. My gosh, that was crazy. Salute to you, brother. Black fathers rock. My brother Kofi in that super chat, he says support black male media. We on the job, good brother. Much love, man. Much love, brother. Go subscribe to my brother Kofa. So I find that men are working smarter, not harder. That's what I found. So I don't care what these chicks on these podcasts are saying. They're all FOS. I'll say a majority of them are. Because I do notice that the calm ones, they are making the most sense. Real boss women ain't trying to invade your pockets and trying to drain your resources every 5 minutes. But back to the original question. For there to be so many boss chicks, there's still a wage gap. Similar to if a majority of men ain't ish, there's a lot of y'all that are pregnant.
Whoa! What
You heard me. Makes you wonder, right? Sister Cameron says, totally agree. I work, and because my husband's job is more strenuous, then I manage the household and finances. I can definitely be the first one to say that it works for us. Exactly. And you know, a lot of people come from households where both parents work. That's like the norm in America now, especially with the way Joe Townsend, my brother, salute. With the way the economy is, I mean, that's just what it is. It's all good. It's all good. But these boss chicks, they want a man to match their income and keep their money and spend all of his. And I'm like, why is that? It's because they're lying. Just because you braid hair on the weekends and do weaves and do massages, y'all might hit a lick every once in a while in a month, but you're not making retirement money off of that. It's a myth. There's a wage gap. Cut it out, man. Y'all full of crap. What is the pay gap between male and female? I'll read it again. Overall, women are not paid as much as men, even when working full-time year-round on average. Women working full-time year-round are paid 83.7% of what men are paid. This inequity is even greater for Black and Hispanic women. Boom. Who do you see on these podcasts, majority? Black and Hispanic women. So if there's a pay gap, how are you, Tom, what up? How are y'all killing it? What are you killing? You're killing my eardrums with your nonsense. Now, to what the lady just said in that video. Female homelessness statistics. Percentage of homeless population, women make up about 38% of the homeless population in the United States. Cause of homelessness. Domestic violence is a leading cause of homelessness for women and children. Research suggests that around 80% of homeless women have experienced domestic violence. %80 of homeless women have experienced domestic violence. But women make up about 38% of the homeless population. I want you to think about that. They make up 30% of the homeless population. They say domestic violence is the leading cause for homelessness. Research suggests that around 80% of homeless women have experienced domestic violence. So in that 38%, 80% of those women have experienced DV. Before you women blame men and say, oh, that's why, because men are kicking their ass. A lot of y'all are gay now. Have y'all looked at the divorce rates amongst women? Have y'all looked at the domestic violence amongst women? Rico in the building. He said these so-called boss chicks buying homes by themselves and foreclosing. Bingo. I was going to get to that. It's all right there. This is all stuff you can look up. I'm not making this stuff up. And exactly, that's another thing. Most of the homes these women are getting are from divorce. And guess what? They get the house and they're going into foreclosure. You know why? Audacity Podcast in the building. Salute. They get the divorce. They get the homes in the divorce. The man complies. They get the house. They get the car. They get the kids. And you know what happens? Night Train, salute. You know what happens? Didn't I just tell you they don't know how to conduct their finances correctly? Didn't I tell you that? They fumble the rock. They get the bag and they don't know how to take care of the house because they never learned from grandma or their mother. So they're getting spousal support, child support, and they late on the mortgage and it goes into foreclosure. Didn't I just tell you that? Are you a boss? If your monthly income is $5,000 a month, but your outgo is $7,000, what's going on? These chicks are getting the bag and fumbling it. They even coming up off of the divorce, and they're still fumbling the rock. I saw this thing. Joe, what up? He says, I got dumped today from first real girlfriend. Great person, boy. I screw up all good things in life. When I drink, got lots of self-work to do. You're a big help with your shows, man. No doubt, brother. Put down the bottle. I'm gonna focus on the men sometime this week. Put down the bottle and hit the gym, brother, and just do some self-reflecting. Don't point the finger, because when you point the finger, there's three fingers pointing back at you. Just sit down and be honest with yourself and say, you know, what can I do to get better? And once you cure that and become the best version of yourself, you start to attract different kinds of people towards you, because people are attracted to success and they see it on you. People will see it on you. Women will see it on you. You know what I mean? But I'll address that, man, and salute to you, good brother. And I'll pray for you. So these ladies, they're getting the bag and they don't know how to fix their finances. Now, back to the domestic violence thing. A lot of women, you know what they didn't specify? A lot of women have kids, but they're in gay relationships. The worst calls for a police officer, domestic violence calls, be the same sex. It'd be the females. You know, some of these chicks are already crazy. Dudes could call the police. He got a swole eye cut around his neck because she went through his text. Okay. Can you imagine going to a call and you got two crazy women tearing each other up? It's like Sabretooth and Wolverine. Blood on the walls. It's crazy. It's like, what's going on here? Domestic violence. So that was a broad statement. But don't just, no. Nope. A lot of that be women on women. I don't know the percentage. But watch this. You want me to really get crazy with it? How much of that DV is from these chicks choosing Pookie? I'm not going to get into that. Yo, Joe, don't worry about donating to the channel, brother. Don't worry about donating to the channel. You just showing up. That's all I need, brother. Don't worry about it, brother. I want you to get well and do better. Don't worry about donating to the channel, brother. I'm good. I'm good, brother. I want you to get well. If there's anything I can say to assist you in your journey, that's what I'm here for. Do not worry about donating to my channel. I want you to become the best version of yourself. Everybody. For real. What else does it say here? They said DV. Age. The average age of a homeless woman is 35 years old. The average age of a man coming into his peak as far as finances and goals that he's reached is about 40. So they're 5 years younger becoming homeless. Wonder why that's so. Family status. 65% of homeless women with children under 18 live with their children compared to 7% for homeless men. So women have grown kids and they haven't figured anything out and they got to live with their kids. This is crazy. Hey, let me read that one more time. Family status. 65% of homeless women with children under 18 live with their children. They live with their children. I misread that. I'm sorry. Compared to 7% for homeless men. Increase in homelessness. Now listen to this, y'all. The number of individual women experiencing homelessness has increased significantly since 2015. How can that be? Stormy, salute. The International Quiet Storm, salute. How can this be? Since 2015, female homelessness has increased. But I'm seeing all these podcasts with all these boss chicks. Has anyone interviewed the homeless chicks? I mean, not all women that are homeless, were like smutted out somewhere. There has to be women that just had basic jobs, but the economy and COVID, and they just lost their shirt in Wall Street or something. They got to be those stories, right? How can female homelessness go up since 2015? But I've seen the emergence of all these boss chicks. And where are all these boss chicks giving seminars to help the sisterhood come up? You see, this sister was following this woman on social media and said, I want you to come talk to these women because I'm trying to build women up. And she said, nah, boo-boo, I'm homeless living on my friend's couch. Huh? I just watched you post a video or picture with your Chanel bag. The boss chick myth, y'all. It's a myth. I'm looking at it. Increase in homelessness, okay. Unsheltered homelessness. The percentage of unsheltered women has increased by 47% since 2015. What's going on? Not only these chicks are on drugs. Lamont, what up? Not only these chicks are on drugs. What's happening here? What's happening here? We know there's a pay wage gap, but that don't stop you. Y'all are bosses, right? Thank you, Cameron. It's all a facade. Stop talking us to death. Y'all killing yourself, because I'm looking at these stats and I'm like, what is this boss chick? Every chick on Kendra G, I'm a boss and I make 6 figures. Okay. You make 6 figures doing what? Some of them don't want to say. I tell you what, OnlyFans, y'all will pop for at least 6 months in a year, 6 to 8 months in a year, before whatever you're doing runs dry, and you got to up the weirdness for you to maintain that income. When your OnlyFans hits, your most profitable months, from what I understand, is your first maybe 4 to 6 months, maybe 8. But then eventually it runs out. You just walking around your house in boy shorts with your big old ass, washing dishes. Okay, they say, okay. Now we want to see you start playing with some toys. Okay. 3 months of that. Now we want to see you play with some girls or some boys, whatever these freaks that you reach out to is interested in. And then you get on Kendra G and you want a man. And you're a boss because you got this house and you got this car outside. Jimmy Bernard, salute. I'm just going off of what I'm reading. Homelessness has increased. Unsheltered, because you can be homeless living in a shelter, but unsheltered, that's increased. What they say, what was the number? It's increased 47%. That's almost 50%. Since 2015? You're the boss of what? The boss of the stall in the train station? This is unsheltered. What is going on here? Hidden from help. Women experiencing homelessness are often hidden from help and are more likely to be missed by official figures, which means they say 47%, but it could be more. This is absurd. Boss chick? Now, there are some out there. But boss chick? Really? And I love this right here. Watch this. Mental health. Women sleeping rough are more likely than men to need support for mental health problems. How many people y'all met? How many women y'all met that are just flat out crazy? I'm talking to male and female in my chat. Like, yo, what's wrong with her? Y'all do know when y'all speak to somebody and you can see their entire pupil, there's like something wrong with them. You ever talk to somebody and they're just like this all the time? Yeah, cause I gotta go, across the street. They're selling bagels across the street. But what time does the 14 bus pulls up? Because they're selling donuts and Dunkin' Donuts, 15 cents a pop. But do you know what happened? What year did the Yankees win the Super Bowl? What? Okay, back away, back away. Did this nigga just say what year did the Yankees win the Super Bowl? All right, buddy. And it'll be a woman. And it's confusing because her hair's done. But it is 80 degrees outside. And she does have on a coat. Is she on medication? That's my next topic. Medication. My brother Joe Townsend says, Drew, my dad bought the family a house for $65,000. Of course, my mom got the house after the divorce. 15 years after the divorce, she lost the house to foreclosure. Now the house is worth over $800,000. Every boss chick I know don't have time for a podcast. Thank you. All these chicks on a podcast running their mouth. When you're busy, you barely have time to even entertain your social media unless your social media is a source of advertising, whatever your business is. And Joe, you told me that before. This is what I just said. She got the house in a divorce, lost it, and now that house is worth $200,000 short of $1 million, and she effed it up. Foreclosure. What did Rico Savo just say? You see what I mean? You see? You see? What's up with these shorties not knowing how to balance a checkbook? What's that? Real boss chicks ain't got time. Royal Constrictor salute. Real boss chicks ain't got time to be sitting on the podcast every damn day. They're busy. And like I said, unless social media is the main source of their income, outside of that, I don't get it. I don't get it. I see some of these same chicks on these podcasts with men, and it's like, wasn't she just arguing somewhere else? Unless her social media is popping like that, because it's a possibility. But real boss chicks that I've known that have other businesses, social media, they use their Facebook and Instagram to promote their brand. My homegirl from Atlanta, I had her on my show way back on my boxing channel before I was talking boxing. Y'all remember her? Y'all remember her? She owns a trucking company. You know why she hasn't been back? Because she's busy. She uses social media to promote her brand. She has a fleet of trucks now. She's a business owner. She's out of Atlanta. Y'all remember Kyra? Go to my other channel. It's like one of my before I was talking boxing. I was talking business and things that I'm doing here. I might re-upload it here so y'all can see it. Look at that. Look what Joe Townsend said. He said, but my mom had 4 closets full of clothes with tags still on them. You see what I mean? My homegirl Tyra out of Atlanta got a fleet full of trucks. She owns those trucks. Well, I don't know how it works out, but she's a business owner. She ain't got time to be goofing around on, with this. When I got her on my podcast, her company was just launching. I talk to her every now and again. Anthony, what up? I talk to her every now and again, but she's on the move. And salute to her. She was so busy when we went to Atlanta for the meetup. She says, yo, I'm not even going to, the weekend y'all down here, I'm not even going to be here. Why? Because she was making a delivery out of state. She said, by the time y'all leaving, she's going to be getting back to Atlanta. She said, we just going to be missing each other. But that's a boss right there. That's a boss. Matter of fact, see if I could. And every time I'm scrolling down on my damn Instagram, like every fourth page that pops up is some chick shaking her behind. You know that's exhausting? I'm dead serious. It's exhausting. Y'all making money off of that? Yeah, that makes y'all a boss? Young Merv, salute. That's exhausting, really. Yo, listen, I ain't do the BBL show yet, but it's been done. Now, I'm with plastic surgery. If you got like hanging skin, DP, what up? I'm with all that. If you got, hanging skin and you need some, you lost weight or whatever. Okay, I don't mind that. But every chick got like a 18-inch waist and wide ass hips with cellulite, but a flat stomach with a big old ass. All y'all not built like that. It's been done. Stop. They threw the mic in these chicks' face. They say, yo, what do you think men prefer? Natural to BBL? All of those chicks said BBL. When they talk to men, what did we all say? Did we not all say natural? Let me tell you what BBL will get you. BBL will get you smashed. BBL will get you a little bit of tips in the strip club. BBL ain't gonna find you a husband. I promise you. And I'm not talking about the women that get a little plastic surgery because lost weight and the kids you spit out from your husband, hopefully, your stomach still looks like a shriveled up prune. So, okay, I'm with that. You want to get that fit. Okay. I'm talking about the chicks that are overweight, but they get their weight snatched, so they got a flat stomach, but they got this like ridiculous, they look like cartoon characters. It's like, come on, man. Y'all are all not built like that. Here's her page. You remember Kaya? This my peoples. Miss Kaya Bell, business owner, boss. Okay? That's a boss. That's the boss. Business and wealth strategist. Okay? That's the boss. She said something on my show, which was real. She had worked so hard that she caught a heart attack. Okay? She literally almost killed herself. But the grind don't stop. So I salute sisters like that. She got a fleet of trucks and she ain't playing games. And she's a looker. That's my buddy. Auntie Jenny in the building, salute. Bill D, salute. But that's the homie. Kaya Bell out of Atlanta. A real boss chick. But she's so busy, she ain't got time to be hopping up on podcasts and fussing with dudes. Please. Rico says real boss chicks got nannies and don't raise their kids, but they talk about my kids this and that. A lot of boss chicks don't have kids. Exactly. Kai, she's single, y'all. She ain't got no kids. She made a decision. There's a sacrifice somewhere. Either you're gonna be a mother and a wife, or it's not impossible. She's grinding. But you can't have it all. You gotta make a decision, man. Look at this, y'all. Take it from the OG. You got a good husband, you don't need to work that hard. But women are working themselves up right now. Champions first. What up, man? Gnarly Ray, salute. Now watch this, y'all. That last point that I made. Mental health, women sleeping rough are more likely than men to need support for mental health problems. That takes me to this next thing that I was talking about, that I want to talk about. What percentage of women are on antidepressants? Now, look, I'm not making this up, but every time I see these podcasts and these women are, talking about what they deserve and men need to do this and men need to do that, and I'm looking at these chicks, all of them look the same. They got a BBL, they got wigs on with funny colors and long nails, and I'm just watching them like, what's with this chick? And they all look the same, right? And they say a lot of off things. Mental health, right? I just asked, what percentage of women are on antidepressants? Here's what I found. A significant increasing trend was observed for women from 2009 to 2010 through 2017 to 2018 in antidepressant use during the past 30 days from 13.8% to 18.6%, but not for men. Men was from 7.1% to 8.7%. The percentage of women taking antidepressant medication was higher than in men at all points over the 10-year period.
Whoa! What
What? Why are these women so depressed? What, y'all gonna blame men for that too? We didn't do it. You know why? Didn't y'all ask men to leave y'all alone if they're not making a certain amount of money, if they're not a certain height, if they're not a certain weight? So they've complied. In all of those years, in a 10-year period, we notice y'all are getting more depressed. What the hell is that about? You can't blame us. We've complied and left y'all alone. Dudes went and got their passports, and magically your medication intake went up. There's a connection here. Boss chick? Huh? I don't see Kaya complaining about men not matching her salary and not stepping up to the plate and taking her to 5-star. I don't hear that from her. But you see all these women sitting on these couches and huh? And now y'all are on drugs? Something's not right. Something is not right. Auntie Jenny says, I worked hard as a single parent, but I invested and didn't party. Bought my house, cash, and retired before the age of 50. Some women don't know when to stop working. Yeah, I know. Auntie Jenny, sidebar, what's the weather like in Barbados right now? What's the temperature? Man, I want some blue water. Bill D, my brother, he says, Drew, when I retired in 2020, I retired my 10 hours. I retired my 10 years younger wife the same date. Brother, that's the dream right there. Nicholas Levy, what up? Salute. What's the weather like in Barbados? Tell me it's like 80 degrees. She said it's too damn hot. Man, I just want to swim in some nice water. Nice blue water where you can stand about 5 feet in it and see your feet. Soul power, my brother, salute. I'm from New York. The water's black out here. If you think I'm standing in, I don't even want to put my feet in Orchard Beach water. You crazy. I'm good. Salute to Auntie Jenny. She said it's too damn hot. I need tank top weather year round, but that's another thing. Extreme hot weather till November. November's my birthday. DP says, get to Hawaii, Drew. Best friend lives at, oh man, I could imagine, brother. I could imagine. I just want to chase the sun, man. Scared to go to these islands at a certain point because you know that it's hurricane season. And salute to everybody in ATL. Jab Jamboree, my brother Axe, salute, man. Because you know, ATL got hammered pretty bad, but they're coming around now. not ATL, like some parts of Georgia. I think Augusta got hit pretty bad. Some parts of South Carolina. Prayers up for everybody. Our good brother JC was having some difficulty, but he's okay now. Yes, sir. So, these chicks are on medication now, right? Why do so many women need antidepressants? Now, listen to this. Women are clinically diagnosed with depression far more often than men. Probably not only because they are more depressed, but also because they are more likely to seek health care, thus increasing the chance that their depression will be detected. So they're bosses with no health care. Oh, your wife is 10 years younger? That's what's up. You winning, brother. So these boss chicks don't even have health care. I'm gonna make it to Barbados. My best friend is from Barbados. We gonna go. So these chicks ain't got health care? Yeah, Young Merv, that's her. Young Merv, that's her. That's Auntie Jenny from the Pearl Show. That's her. That's her. That's her right there. That's our auntie now. Pearl don't exist. I mean, I'm not laughing at her misfortune, but y'all know what I mean. That's our auntie. See, Auntie Jenny, you got followers in here. Oh man, yeah, I saw that Soul Power. Some biolab blew up. Y'all gonna have the Walking Dead down there for real? Zombies gonna start walking around? What's going on? I saw that. A whole chemical plant or something like blew up. What the hell? My gosh. Auntie says, I advise boss chicks to have health care and to prepare for being old and disabled. Otherwise, the government will. Oh, I know, Tom. Yeah. Pearl down bad. I know. Just say a prayer, I guess. Yeah, man. Healthcare is very important. But when you're running out partying and stuff, these are things you don't factor in. See, when you're young, you don't consider getting sick. When I was at what I felt when I was younger, at the healthiest point in my life, I said, why do I keep getting these damn headaches though? And I went to the damn doctor. He said, yo, you got high blood pressure, man. What is wrong with you? I said, oh, what do you do for a living? I said, NYPD. He said, yeah, that'll do it. You got to take these pills. Now's the end of that. Stress. Yeah, I know, Young Murph. I know. That's why it pays to be original. I mean, everyone can hit the same topics and have their own talking points. But she grifted a lot. She did. There were certain things that she said that word for word you heard from, Mr. Samuels and everything else, you know what I mean? But, I hope Pearl's okay, because she was making a lot of bread, and then y'all know what she did. She goofed up really bad, had that racist on there, and it was y'all know the story. It was downhill from there. It was just crazy. Auntie Jenny was amidst from that, and I forgot what's the other brother's name. I'm subscribed to him from the UK, the bald-headed black brother. He was in the middle of that, and MTR was just over there, and that was downhill from it. Oh man, that was bad. But exactly, Melanie, and she'll be all right. You know why? Just take a wild guess why she's gonna be fine. No matter what her talking points were, she has that. And I'll just say that. She'll be fine. Exactly, Melanie. She comes from wealth. She's fine. Trust me. She'll be all right. She'll be fine. So whatever. But yeah, these boss chicks are on medication now. What's happening here? Let me go back to read what else I was saying. Why do oh crap. Look at this. Why are so many millennials on antidepressants? Listen, man. All right. Antidepressants are important in the management of depression and anxiety in adolescents and young adults. The rise of antidepressants prescriptions is related to the rise in the prevalence of mental health conditions as well as the receipt of care in the conditions. Look, let me explain something to you, man. When I was younger, some of you are my age, when boys develop this thing called testosterone, we get very hyperactive and very aggressive, and we do things called horseplay. We play fight. Automatically, we're running around the schoolyard like this, like we're shooting at each other. And we used to do the Kung Fu moves from the Channel 5 movies back in the day. And we played G.I. Joe and Transformers and Godzilla and King Kong and wrestling. We were active. And you know what the little girls was doing? Playing Barbie, doing double dutch, Tay-Tay, salute, and, doing what girls did. And they did their thing over there, and we did our thing over here. And it was always, you was playing dodgeball or basketball, and that's what we did. You fall down, oh my God, my arm. You get up, and you didn't want to, there's been times where I fell outside, and I got a little strawberry on my arm. You know what a strawberry is? Where you just scuff your arm right here. You just scuff your arm, and it's red, and it's kind of bleeding. But it hurt, but I didn't want to go upstairs, because that would take time away from my friends, and it's a nice summer day, and I don't want to miss anything. So I would find where there's water, throw some water on it, and I'll just continue playing outside all day. And then when I go upstairs, there go my mother, what's wrong with your arm, man? Why didn't you come upstairs? My father, yeah, you gonna get infected. We're gonna have to cut your arm off, boy. Oh, throw a little peroxide on it and wrap it up and go back outside the next day. Today, when kids start horse playing and play fighting, whatever, they give them a goddamn Prozac. Millennials are also the most fragile and offended group of kids that I've ever seen. Everything is inflammatory. Everything is, you hurt my feelings. And then you get out of bed and say, I feel like I'm a cat today. A cat? Then I look at Dwayne Wade's son. I said, this is happening in abundance. My kid feels like a cat. He should go to school and feel like a cat. There's a woman that sent her child to school dressed up as a cat because she felt like a cat. And she didn't want to use a toilet. She wanted to use a big old litter box. And do you know the school catered to that need? Now, to this day, I don't know if that was a joke or not, but I said, this is not funny if it's real. I didn't even care to investigate it. I said, if it's real, I don't even want to hear it. They got furries, cats that walk around dressed as animals, like dudes walking around dressed up as dogs and sheep, and this is ridiculous. I identify as this, so therefore I am. Full-blown debates on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, debating, female is how you feel. No. Mofo, are you dressed? I mean, were you born with ovaries? Just answer yes or no. No? You was born with testicles? Okay, guess what? Newsflash. Are you a hermaphrodite where you was born with both? That could be an issue. That means you have to pick one. Oh, I know, Bill D, and I don't miss it. F that place. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, Cameron, I know. And, you know, all this catering and stuff, it's stupid. It's stupid. And that's a whole nother show. And I don't care to offend anybody, but we got to stop this. And it all started with that invention of Prozac. Boys will be boys. We horseplay, we slap box. Look, me and my boy, we talk about this all the time. We look at these kids out here, we say, yo, man, when we was in high school, all these kids would get beat up. All of these kids would get beat up. All of them. All of them will get beat up. Yeah, Ritalin, Adderall, what is this? We didn't know what that was. I grew up slap boxing, wrestling. That's what we did. Today, if I was doing that in 5th grade, 4th grade, they thought your kid is too hyperactive. He needs a pill. No. And guess what? You know what's happening? The single mom who's working by herself, the boss chick, she don't even want to deal with it. First, she asked the teachers, y'all saw these videos. The teacher calls the single mom, and the single mom says, well, you can't do anything about my kid acting out. Well, I can't. I can't beat him. I can't do nothing. Well, you can't. I leave the child there. You can't handle it? What do you mean? And you know what happens? They send the kid to get evaluated. And they say, Prozac, Ritalin. And now you have a zombie. And now your zombie is sitting in front of the kid. Where you had a normal kid, now you have a zombie sitting in front of TV or the internet, and they soaking up all this. I think I'm this, and I think I'm a girl, and now your kid is looking at that. Well, could I be like? Yeah. Now he's confused, and you, the single mom, is failing. You know what medicine to me was when I acted up? My dad going upside my head. My mother going upside my head. Both of them going upside my head. I was hard-headed. But I appreciate every ass whooping. You know why? It's because of them I don't have a criminal record. Because when I got older, there was a bunch of opportunity for me to do certain things. But then you know what stopped me? 2 things. I became self-aware. And I said, you know, that might land me in jail. Not cool. And I carry my parents' last name. Not cool. Me ruining their last name by getting arrested, it will lead to the worst ass whooping ever. I will literally come home to catch the doomsday device from the Legion of Doom. You remember that? Animal will pick up the dude on his shoulders and Hawk will come off the top rope. That'll be me in my living room as soon as I get home. My dad will put me on the shoulders and my mama off the couch. Bong! Doomsday device. That'll be me. And I said, that's just, no. Y'all go ahead. All of that will process in seconds. No. That was the conditioning of a 2-parent household. But that's just me. So when you see women, you see these kids, how they're behaving, a lot of them, not all of them, a lot of them are from projects. A lot of them are from, they're the product of a single mom household. All right. And by the way, a lot of these boss chicks are single mothers. So I know what I'm talking about. And now you're finding out that they're homeless. A lot of them are homeless on the rise, antidepressants on the rise. You understand? And then there's still a wage gap. Boss chick where? I'm asking you. Now there are boss chicks, but they're not in abundance. I'm not considering what the news said. They said, oh, well, you know, women are dating down. Man, so because you make $90,000 a year, and the dude that's an eligible bachelor makes 70, You're dating down. So what the fuck were men doing all this time? What were we doing? Dating down? Because according to what Google just said, there's still a wage gap. So were we dating down all this time? Keep it simple. Oh yeah, Bill D, you know, bro. Football in the street, you know. Auntie says, my son's teacher was surprised that he was more scared of me than her. I let her know that he knew who the parent was. He was well behaved in school. Perfect. Exactly. You have to instill fear in these kids to the point where it becomes second nature. Because we retain that. Our last name means something. When Kevin Samuels said that, I said, he's right. Y'all don't remember, when the neighbors knew each other? Oh, that's so-and-so's boy. You don't have that now. Your kid could be a fabulous F-up. And the single mom will know it. And what do you think will happen? It'll be the teacher's fault. It's the neighborhood's fault. It's the store owner's fault that it was just working the cashier. And your son went in there and stole from him. Exactly, Quiet Storm. That's the area I came from. The neighbors will whoop your ass. And then when your aunt or your uncles will come home or your parents will come home, they'll be like, what'd you do? Oh, well, you weren't supposed to do that. You get it twice. Young Abel, salute. And you see, Auntie Jenny, that's noble of you. Auntie says she could have been a boss chick, but her son asked to stop working to be a proper mom. She put her family first. You have to make a decision. And these boss chicks on these panels, they just get up here and they just say, oh, well, y'all see the Kendra G show. I make $150,000, I make $200,000, and a man has to match my bank account. As if a dude making $70,000 ain't a real man to you. Oh, well, because, I like to travel. I like to just get up and go. Go! A normal man working a 40-hour work week, who's clean cut, knows how to pick up after himself, has a retirement plan, drives a Toyota, has great credit. He ain't got as much money as you, but he's a man. Because you make 30 racks more than him a year, you're better than him? Because he can't up and move when you say move, when you want to go on vacation? I know in my job, I have to pick my vacation. But if I'm dating a chick that likes to world hop because she's an owner and she can just say, okay, I'm going to have some downtime. I have about 5 days to myself. I want to go out of the country. Oh, you can't go with me? Okay. Well, I'm a boss, so you look down on him because of that? He has no other quality. And that's the disconnect. But meanwhile, I'm looking at these stats. A lot of these chicks are homeless. They're on antidepressants in abundance. They're single mothers. But y'all are bosses? I'm not confused. It's just a myth. Cut it out. Cut it out. Stop. Oh yeah, J-Man, they're full of crap. I'm a boss chick. What do? I'm a model. You see this Pop the Balloon show? It's becoming a thing now. And there's a lot of spin-offs and copycats, but the main one, now I'm seeing a lot of those chicks aren't normal. They got Instagram. Those are Instagram chicks looking to get a plug. They're not on there looking for nothing. Instagram pages, they be having like 50,000, 100,000 followers with BBLs. Village Brothers, salute. BBLs all over the damn place. Am I lying? And no man is ever good enough for them. They're just getting their 2 seconds of fame. I just watched this one with this dark-skinned brother with braids in his hair. He worked for PBS. All of them popped the balloon. Talking about, oh, well, you know, you look a certain way with a dude was 6'2". That's what he said. That wasn't tall enough. They didn't like how he dressed, but they said he was handsome. And he played it, he kept it player. He didn't insult them. He just spoke with them. But that was crazy because he didn't do anything. There was nothing wrong with him. They said one girl said he could have dressed a little better, but they didn't drag him. But what the fuck would they pop the balloon on him for? That was proof that there's no help. I mean, there's no hope. That was an average brother who was above average height with a great job. He was on tour with PBS and he worked with kids. He was a good dude. All of them popped the balloon. Thank you, Auntie. He wrote children's books. He wasn't belligerent. And he was very respectful. Popped the balloon on him. I said, what the man? And all of those girls, majority of them had Instagrams. And I'm looking at their Instagram. I saw it on MTR. I was like, all those chicks got their ass out on Instagram. I wrote on an Instagram post. That brother did say, when he was introducing himself, he says he liked peace. And I said, those women did him a favor. And right now on that post, I'm going to tell you how many likes that my little statement had. And I don't do shit for likes. I just know it's just something I noticed. Look at this. All these chicks. Chicks be ass naked on Instagram, but I can't drop an F-bomb without saying I can't post for 5 days. But chicks on Instagram with their butt out. Go figure, right? Where's that? $12,520 likes. I said the brother said he likes peace. Those girls did him a favor. 12, and I'm not BSing you.
Hello, welcome in.
That's it.
Come on, a little closer. Come on and don't be
All of them popped the balloon. Let me go to my comment. I'm not lying to you. 12,522. The brother said he likes peace. Those girls did him a favor. So I know I'm on point. I know, Auntie Jenny, and you know what? It's strictly for talking purposes, talking points. I'm like, what I want to talk about on Pep Talk? I got a whole itinerary of stuff that I'm going to talk about. I'll never run out of things to talk about on the show because of these social media apps and these people's, man, the lady on a comment below says, this was not rejection. This was divine protection. And I agree with that, sister. But if people are this stupid, I'm going to monetize their stupidity. Yeah, exactly, Auntie Jenny. When you speak logically, they're like the best. Like I just said, there's full-blown pages where women are walking around. They're not even having on bathing suits. They're just walking around naked from the waist down. I just saw a video and I saved it. There's a woman in the camera and she has that boy looked like he's a 1.5, maybe 2 years old, and she's breastfeeding him. And she's just in the camera like this. There was nothing. That was for creeps to like. And I said, how is this on Instagram? I can't drop an F-bomb without my account being in danger. Goes to show you, they want dysfunction and foolishness like that. But I'm going to point it out every time. I swear to God. I swear to God. Hold on. I'm going to show it from a distance. I swear to God. Come on. Damn. I'm going to point to it from a distance. Well, I'm going to show it from the... Whoop! That's the video right there. As a matter of fact, Tay-Tay, I'm going to send it to you. Tay-Tay, I just sent it to you. Open it up. There's nothing like, and read the comment section. I'm in the comment section. I said, meanwhile, how many people can't curse on this platform? And this is not mom feeding her child. This is a tasteless thirst trap. Look at this. This is not okay on Instagram. Everyone's saying that. Look at this. There's another dude there, but my content gets taken down. You see what I mean? Look at this. She need attention. Dude said, I thought I was on X for a second. How is this video still up, bro? This is crazy, man. But I can't F-bomb. Get threatened everything, even when they misconstrue something that I say. Ponderous, man. My camera's effing up. Hold on. Yeah, whatever. I'm at the end of the show anyway, man. Salute to y'all, man. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Don't miss tomorrow. I'm cooking tomorrow morning. Oh boy, it's gonna be insane. But salute to y'all. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. Salute to Paul Carrick, my brother, in that Cash App. Much love and appreciation, man. Salute to you, good brother. Good to see you. Hey, listen, man. I'm not hung up on donations and shit like that. I just appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? But I do appreciate the donations. You know, it goes to a great cause because I'm looking to buy a new mic, and I had to purchase a new storage. So, you know, I'm about to build another computer. So, you know, I run this like a business, y'all, man. Oh, no doubt, brother. No doubt, brother. I appreciate you, Joe. And it's good to see Rashidi back. But don't miss my boxing conversation tomorrow. It's going to be insane. But whatever. It is what it is. But salute to y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me, man. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. Much love to all of you, man. And stay on point, man, for real. And yeah, y'all take it gently, man. I'll see y'all Wednesday back here.